The pilgrims, who were mainly from the Breslover Hasidic sect, arrived from all over the world via Kiev airport. They were met by Sasha Hofmann, a care worker from Hanover, who was one of the organizers of the annual pilgrimage. An old hangar had been transformed into a makeshift synagogue, where the beginning of Rosh Hashanah, Jewish New Year, was celebrated. Sasha Hofmann had more practical matters to deal with first.
Is everything clean? Toilets too? Make sure you check them every hour.
Some 40,000 pilgrims were expected in Uman over the weekend. They all needed a place to sleep. There were various options, from camping, sleeping in a barracks, or renting an apartment. Some locals moved out temporarily to make some money from renting out their homes. Each of these pilgrims from Jerusalem paid $300 for his bed.
I don't know if people realize what we're doing here. But when they see it, they must realize that it's something magnificent.
Lunchtime prayer in the Pushkina district. Some climbed on the roof to get as close as possible to the grave of Rabbi Nachman of Breslov. Before his death in 1810, the sect's founder called on followers to be with him during Rosh Hashanah. In recent years, the pilgrimage has been revived.
It's quite loud, but they compensate, and we can cope with it once a year. King Solomon himself said, "This too shall pass."
Sasha Hofmann had to go shopping because of an unexpected drop in temperature.
It's so cold, we're going to buy extra blankets and cushions.
Even though the annual pilgrimage means good business for local traders, some weren't that thrilled.
I don't get anything from them, but let them come. Some are fine, some are a bit rude.
Uman has a tragic past. In 1941, the Nazis murdered 17,000 Jews and destroyed the Jewish cemetery. Nearly 2 centuries earlier, thousands of Jews and Poles had been killed here in an uprising. There's now a controversial monument that honors one of the uprising's leaders. But anti-Semitism is still rife today.
Some pilgrims told us that a brothel would be opened up during the New Year festival in Pushkin Street, and that 40 women would be brought in, as well as boys and animals, in order to satisfy the sexual needs of some of the pilgrims.
There's a history of resentment between locals and pilgrims in Uman, but the organizers say there has been improvement.
It's calmed down a bit. There were problems in the past with the locals and also with organizational issues. But it's got better in the past few years and calmer.
Israeli police were also on hand, together with their Ukrainian counterparts, to keep order in the district around the grave of the revered Rabbi Nachman.
It's a very holy place. All wishes will be fulfilled here if people do things with an honest heart.
Near the grave, the pilgrims were pious. But outside on the streets, there was music and dancing to celebrate the beginning of the Jewish year 5777.